Okay, today we're going to show you an Okamoto. This is a 16 by 32. It's currently wired for 220 volts, 230 volts. A hydraulic unit and a hydraulic reservoir is in the base of the machine. You have a Walker, OS Walker, a magnetic chuck controller, and a magnetic separator with your standard coolant tank. It's running right now. The grinding spindle is on. You have, in the manual mode, wrap it up and down, provided you have the hand wheel pulled out. Otherwise, you can go down by hand very slowly when you're touching off your part, or you can use this little inching mechanism on the side here. A lot of people like this. The saddle movement is controlled over here by a couple of dogs. They slide along this rail and they make the two switches that are over there. Crossfeed moves in and out. It's the same thing. It's got a rapid movement, but you have to have the clutch disengaged. You engage the clutch to move it by hand. This moves very easily for a big machine, but when you want it to be under power, you have to make sure you have that pulled out. Same with this as well. Here's your dogs for your table stroke, and you have a button up here to start your table. And if I have it with the hand wheel pulled out and selecting surface grinding, the saddle will automatically start to move. When it hits the switch over here, it'll reverse. Now it's coming back at you. The amount of the step is controlled with this adjustment knob here. The more you open this up counterclockwise, the bigger a step you'll get. The more you close that down, the smaller step you'll get. The table speed is controlled with this here. You can slow this down or speed it up. You also have a park. I hit this button and the machine is going to go to a park position and stop. When I want to start again, I press this button. Now right now I'm in the manual mode if I wanted to feed this down by hand or if I wanted to use this mechanism here. There is a 0 on this dial, and at the 0 is when it's going to make contact with an electric switch inside the machine, and this dial is adjustable. So what you would do is you would grind your workpiece and then measure it and figure out how much material you want to take off. Set this dial to take that much material off, and then you go into your automatic feed, which is here. So now each time we reverse, you're going to see the hand wheel feed. And it'll feed until it gets down to 0. It's only going to feed a little bit. There you go. So that works its way down. That's adjustable, the amount that feeds. There's a knob on the side here. You can set that for a couple of tenths or a half a tenth or a thousandth or whatever it is you want to do. You also have a plunge grinding mode. If I flip this switch up, I'm in plunge grinding. That immediately stops my saddle, and now I just feed at the left-hand table reversal. So now we're working our way down as a 0. And when it gets to 0, depending on what you have this selector switch here set on, now it'll stop feeding. It's at 0. It's doing empty passes, spark out passes, and then it parks. That's the Okamoto 1632N. Thank you very much.